Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great evening or afternoon wherever you are in the world. I just wanted to share with you some of the books that I've been reading and what I plan on reading this month, and just some of the books that I've acquired and I might get to in the new year. So the first one, which was on my video last week, is Against the Grain by James C. Scott. This is an archaeology book, and I'm enjoying this. As the title indicates, Against the Grain, what he basically his book is about. It goes against the traditional narrative that archaeologists tell us or have told us in the past about this straight line trajectory of the emergence of agriculture to state societies where humans willingly adopted agriculture and civilization as you have it. What he says, based on archaeological evidence, is that there's about a 4,000-year gap between when people actually started dabbling in agriculture in the Middle East to when we see the emergence of state societies. And he presents various different reasons as to why humans would have actually resisted this change. So I am enjoying this. I've got about 30 pages left. I can't really say or offer much of an opinion on the factual evidence because this isn't a time period that I am well learned in. I normally read stuff pre-Ice Age, but like I say, I'm enjoying this. So the next that I'm currently reading is an ebook, and this is Bart Van Loo's Theburgundians. This is on Scribd. I'm enjoying this. This is a book that's been on my list for probably about a year now, and I just found it on this app, so I was really excited. I'm fascinated by the Burgundians as a socio-cultural entity. They're, from their emergence as a transient society in Germany, from when they're mentioned in Roman texts to when they settled down in what's now southeast France. The Burgundians, they've had a county. They've had part of them were in the Holy Roman Empire. Part of it was, in France. They have a lot of influence in the later Middle Ages in the Low Countries, particularly with the influence of art and culture. So yeah, I'm just, like I say, fascinated by the chronological events of the Burgundians in the Middle Ages. So yeah, stop dithering on. If I can figure out how to actually work this app, I'll show you some of the other books that are on here that I'm interested in showing you. Right, so oh yes, so I didn't get to read anything about Indigenous societies last month, and I'm hoping to rectify that. I've got a few books on here. So the first, which I'm really excited about, Vin, if you're watching this video, you'll be very pleased to know that I've got an audiobook, and this is Lakota America by
Tantar Audio.
Whoops, I just turned it on. This is Lakota America by Pekka Hamalainen. I think Pekka is Finnish. Apologies for the pronunciation if I've just butchered that. But again, this is another book that I've been looking at probably for over 2 years now. So the fact that it's on this app and it's in audiobook format, I'm willing to give it a go. This will probably be something that I listen to while I'm just around the house doing chores or, just in the background. So yeah. And then some of the other books. This is one that seems really popular on BookTube. Can't figure out how to work this app, guys. I am a technological Neanderthal. Right. Well, I'll just show you from here. Nope. Right, so The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. So this is a piece of fiction, and I'm pretty sure it is suspense. But I'm looking forward to it anyways. I've seen some pretty good reviews on it. I don't know what it's about. but the title piques my interest. I can't remember the name of the general. Was it even a general? Who muttered these infamous words in the 19th century. But the title catch my interest for that reason. So yeah. Anywho, moving on. I've got some others on here. There's one called Dark Emu by Bruce Pascoe, which looks at Aboriginal Australia and the birth of agriculture. That seems right up my street. And yeah, I've got a few more on here, but we'll be here for the whole night because I can't figure out how to work this app if I show you any more. I do have some physical books that I'll show you. One that you've already seen numerous times that I haven't even read yet. I'll be saving this for Christmas. Dan Jones' Essex Dogs. This is his debut novel. He normally writes nonfiction that takes place during the Middle Ages, and this takes place during the 100 Years' War. So I'm really, really excited to read this. Like I said, I'm going to save this for Christmas when I've got a few days off work. Next week, doing things out of order here, I am going to be rereading the Galapagos by Kurt Vonnegut. This is going to be a buddy read with Alan over at Big Hard Books and Classics and Greg, another bibliophile, reads, along with Stephanie Cohen. If I pull this book from my shelf at the minute, it's going to pull the whole case down, but maybe you can see it's wedged right there. Anyways, so reading that next week, really excited. I haven't read it in over a decade. I think I mentioned it's one of my favorite Vonnegut novels, so yeah, looking forward to reading it with a fresh perspective. And then today, our local bookstore was open later this evening. They were serving mulled wine, so you could have some mulled wine while you shop for books, which was really nice because it was actually snowing tonight and it is freezing. So it was really cozy. Put me in the mood to buy books. There was also a book signing. So I got a signed copy of The Northerners, A History by Brian Groom. I don't think my husband watches this channel, but I got it for him. And I got the author to sign it for my husband. My husband is a Northerner, from the north of England, that is. And I've lived in the north of England for over a decade now. I love it here. I love the people. I love the history. So the fact that there's a book that I can read, even though I did say it was a gift for my husband, I'm very pleased about this, and I hope he is too. He, like me, is very interested in history, so hopefully he likes this. So that's one of the books that I bought. And another one that I was excited for, spent loads, is this one by Stephen Porter, Edward III's Faithful Knight, Walter Manny and His Legacy. I love reading biographies of individuals during Edward III's reign or in the same time period. I love the Middle Ages, and I was really excited about this. I think I've heard about him maybe once or twice when I was reading biographies of Edward III or, you know, Edward the Black Prince. So the fact that there's a biography on him, a standalone biography, very pleased about. Probably won't read this until the new year, but super excited to have this in my collection. And the bookstore, if you're interested in knowing, is Waterstones. I love the bags. I rarely buy new books. Well, rarely. You know, when I compare it to the number of ebooks and used books that I get, I would say it's rare. But yeah, nice little treat for me. So anyways, if you made it this far into the video, I hope you liked some of the books that I shared with you. Just let me know what you're reading and what you plan on reading. Do any of you have any holiday plans? Interested to know. But anyways, have a great night, everyone, and until next time, bye.